Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. As you knew that old is gold, but these rare Abraham Lincoln penny coins that are most valuable than you think, don't spend one of them. You're lucky if you have one of these, so please watch complete video and find your treasure. Let's start this. Top 1. Today, we're diving into a truly fascinating coin that could be hiding in your collection or even in your spare change. We're talking about the United States 1-cent coin from 1982, yes, that tiny penny. You might not think much of it, but trust me, this little coin could be worth way more than its face value. Stick around until the end because I'm going to reveal just how much a 1982 penny could be worth today. Now, let's take a look at the year 1982. It was a significant year in the US for a lot of reasons, and it marks a crucial shift in how pennies were made. For decades, pennies had been made primarily from copper, but in 1982, the U.S. Mint began transitioning to a new composition, mainly zinc with a thin copper coating. So, what does that mean for collectors? Well, it means that if you have a 1982 penny, it's part of a year when two different types of coins were minted, the copper version and the zinc version. And this is where things get interesting. First, let's talk about the copper version. These pennies were produced at the beginning of the year before the changeover to zinc. If you have a 1982 copper penny in good condition, it's already worth more than just 1 cent due to the higher metal content. But here's where it gets exciting. Some of these 1982 copper pennies have a rare and highly sought-after feature, a minting error. The most well-known error with these pennies is a case where the mint accidentally struck the coin with the wrong metal. A few of these 1982 pennies were mistakenly made with a solid copper composition, even though they were supposed to be zinc-based. This rare error is what makes these pennies so valuable. Now, let's talk about condition. A 1982 copper penny in excellent condition, especially one with a minting error, is something collectors are constantly on the lookout for. Most of the pennies from that year were used in everyday transactions, so finding one that has survived in near mint or uncirculated condition is incredibly rare. If you do find one, congratulations. It could be worth a significant amount of money, but what about the zinc version of the 1982 penny, you ask? While these pennies are much more common and not as valuable as their copper counterparts, they can still be of interest to collectors who are looking for specific varieties or errors. One thing to note about the 1982 zinc penny is that some of them have been found with strange details or unique characteristics that make them stand out from the standard version, which could also increase their value. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Just how much can a 1982 penny be worth? Well, if you're lucky enough to have a rare, well-preserved 1982 copper penny with a minting error in top condition, it could be worth a staggering $59,000. That's right, $59,000 for a single penny. Incredible, right? So, if you've got a collection of pennies lying around, or if you've just found an old jar of change, take a moment to check those 1982 pennies. You could be holding onto a little piece of history that's worth a fortune. Top 2. We're taking a close look at a specific US penny, the 1-cent coin from 1978. You might have a few of these lying around, or maybe even a whole jar of them tucked away somewhere, but let me tell you, there's more to these coins than meets the eye. Stick with me until the end, and I'll reveal just how much a 1978 penny could really be worth. So, what makes the 1978 penny so special? Well, to start with, the design is classic. It features the iconic image of Abraham Lincoln, who's been gracing the face of the penny since 1909. But in 1978, it wasn't just the design that was noteworthy, it was the coin's rarity, condition, and potential minting errors that would later make it an attractive find for collectors. Let's talk about the condition first. Most 1978 pennies were used in circulation, and over time, they've gone through a lot. However, there are some out there that have managed to stay in excellent condition. These coins, often referred to as uncirculated pennies, are in pristine, untouched condition, meaning they weren't exposed to the usual wear and tear of daily transactions. If you happen to stumble upon a 1978 penny in such great shape, you could already be sitting on a valuable coin. but the real magic happens when you start talking about errors. Minting errors are like the holy grail for coin collectors. For the 1978 penny, there are a few specific types of errors that could significantly increase its value. One of the most valuable mistakes to look out for is what's known as a double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is struck multiple times, creating a distinct, overlapping image on the coin. These types of errors are rare, and collectors go wild for them because they're unique and stand out from the regular pennies. Another error to watch for on a 1978 penny is a misaligned die, which happens when the coin is struck off-center, causing the design to appear uneven or distorted. While not as common as the double die error, misaligned die pennies are still highly desirable for collectors who are looking to add something unusual and special to their collection. Now, you might be wondering, how much could a 1978 penny actually be worth if it's in great condition or has a minting error? Well, if you've got one of these rare 1978 pennies with a minting error, especially one in near-perfect condition, it could fetch an incredible $69,000. Yes, you heard that right, $69,000 for a single penny. So, the next time you're going through your coin collection or going through change, take a good look at those 1978 pennies. Who knows? You might just find a rare gem that could make you a small fortune. Top 3, we've got an exciting find that you definitely won't want to miss. It's the United States 1-cent coin from 1995. You might think of it as just another penny, but I'm here to tell you, it could actually be worth a lot more than you think. Stick around until the end because I'm about to reveal just how much a 1995 penny can fetch. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1995 penny, like most pennies, features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. It's a coin we've all seen countless times, but what sets this year apart? Well, in 1995, the U.S. Mint was still producing pennies made of a copper-plated zinc mixture, a formula that has been standard for U.S. pennies since 1982. So, while it may look like any other penny, the value lies in its rarity and certain unique characteristics that can make it special. Now, what really makes the 1995 penny stand out in the world of coin collectors is the potential for errors. Yes, you guessed it, minting mistakes. Collectors absolutely love these because they make the coin incredibly rare and often extremely valuable. One of the most sought-after errors on the 1995 penny is known as the double die error. This happens when the coin is struck more than once, causing a blurry, doubled image on Lincoln's portrait or other parts of the design. If you have a 1995 penny with this type of error, you could be looking at something very valuable. Aside from the double die error, there are also other rare varieties and misprints that make 1995 pennies appealing to collectors. For example, some coins might have misaligned dies, which makes the image appear off-center. These types of mistakes are less common but still incredibly desirable, and collectors pay a premium for coins with such unique features. But what about the condition of your penny? If you happen to have a 1995 penny that's in excellent, uncirculated condition, then you're in luck. Even without any errors, a penny in pristine shape is far more valuable than one that's been worn down from years of circulation. It's all about the rarity and the demand for coins that have survived in near-perfect condition. So, what's the bottom line? How much could a 1995 penny be worth? Well, if you're fortunate enough to have a 1995 penny with a minting error or in incredible condition, you could be looking at a jaw-dropping $54,000. That's right, $54,000 for a single penny. Incredible, right? So, next time you're sorting through your spare change or digging through old jars of coins, don't forget to take a close look at those 1995 pennies. Who knows, you could be holding onto a coin that's worth a small fortune. Top 4, we've got a special one for you, the 1981 United States 1-cent coin. It might seem like just another penny you've seen 1,000 times, but trust me, this little coin could be worth way more than you think. Stick around until the end because I'm about to reveal just how much this penny could fetch today. Let's rewind a bit to 1981. The country was in the midst of some pretty interesting economic times, and the penny was still made from a copper-plated zinc mix, just like it had been for years. What makes the 1981 penny so intriguing for collectors, you ask? Well, it all comes down to rarity, condition, and potential minting errors that can drastically increase its value. Most of the 1981 pennies you'll find today were circulated heavily, so finding one in excellent condition is rare. If you happen to come across a 1981 penny that's in uncirculated condition, meaning it's almost like it just left the mint, you could already have something valuable on your hands. Coins that have survived decades without much wear and tear are far more desirable to collectors, but the real excitement comes when we talk about the potential errors found on the 1981 penny. Minting mistakes are every coin collector's dream, and the 1981 penny has a few that are highly sought after. One of the most famous errors for this year is the double die error. This happens when the die that strikes the coin is misaligned, causing a doubled image, especially on the date or the lettering. It's a rare mistake, and finding one of these error pennies could make you a lot of money. Another type of error to keep an eye out for is a misaligned die error. This happens when the die doesn't line up correctly during the minting process, which results in a slightly off-center image. While not as common as the double die, misaligned dies still carry a premium in the coin collecting world. So, how much could a 1981 penny be worth? Well, if you're lucky enough to have a 1981 penny in uncirculated condition or, even better, one with a minting error, you could be looking at an astonishing $60,000. That's right, $60,000 for a single penny. It's amazing how something so small can be worth so much, right? So, next time you're going through your loose change or going through old coin collections, take a moment to check those 1981 pennies. You could have a rare treasure on your hands. Top 5. This video is going to blow your mind. We're diving into the United States 1-cent coin from 1985, a penny that may seem ordinary at first glance but actually has the potential to make you a small fortune. Stick around until the end because I'm going to reveal how much this little penny could be worth today. Now, let's talk about 1985. It was a time when the US was still using the copper-plated zinc mixture for its pennies, a formula that had been in place since 1982. So, the 1985 penny might look like every other penny you've seen over the years, but there's more to it than meets the eye. While most of these coins were used in daily transactions and saw plenty of wear and tear, there are a few things that make the 1985 penny especially interesting to collectors. The first factor that makes the 1985 penny valuable is its condition. Most of the coins from this year are heavily circulated, meaning they've been through a lot. But if you happen to find a 1985 penny in uncirculated condition, meaning it looks almost brand new, like it just came out of the mint, then you've got something special. Coins in pristine condition are always in demand, and even a regular 1985 penny in great shape can be worth more than just 1 cent. But here's where it gets really exciting: minting errors. This is what collectors dream about. The 1985 penny has a few known errors that make it even more valuable. One of the most sought after is the double die error. This occurs when the die used to stamp the design onto the coin is misaligned, causing a doubled image. This can happen on the date, lettering, or even the image of Abraham Lincoln himself. These errors are relatively rare, and if you find one, you could be sitting on a goldmine. Another potential error on the 1985 penny is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is struck improperly, causing the design to appear misaligned or partially cut off. Coins with this kind of error are highly collectible and can demand a premium in the right condition. So, how much can a 1985 penny be worth? Well, if you happen to have a 1985 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition or, better yet, one with a minting error, you could be looking at a jaw-dropping $56,000. Yes, you heard that right, $56,000 for a single penny. Incredible, right? So, the next time you're going through your spare change or old coin collection, be sure to take a close look at your 1985 pennies. You could be holding onto a rare gem that's worth a small fortune. Thanks for tuning in, and if you want to learn more about rare coins and hidden treasures, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future discoveries. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next video.